Hi everyone, it's Catherine. Welcome back to my channel. It's a Liquored and Lacquered live, which I can't remember the last time I did Liquored and Lacquered live. Maybe in the winter sometime. I can't remember. But yeah, we are live, and yeah, I don't need the earphones in, do I? Although it feels funny not having the earphones in. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all enjoying your Tuesday. The liquor part of this section isn't really happening because I already had a glass of wine and I feel really sleepy. So I said, I better not have another glass of wine or I'll just fall asleep altogether. So I'm just on water now at this stage. And yeah, there are a lot of polishes on my fingernails, so that's making up for the lacquered part, I guess. Hi Linda, how are you? So I will just quickly show you what's on my fingernails. I'm going to try do something a little bit different. I'm going to try and share my screen here so that I can show you what I can see. And let's see if we can do this relatively straightforward. So that's not the one I want. I'll show you that in a second. I want to show you this. That's what's on my nails right now. This is my Instagram account, by the way. Hopefully you can see this. I can't even tell if you can see this. I'm hoping you can. This is what's on my nails right now, and I will show you the products involved. I always post them here on Instagram, everything that I use. So you can see I knocked off one of the toppers off of my summer to use list. And yep, this is a new stamping plate from Beauty Big Bang, or is it new? Actually, maybe it's not that new. And this, I forgot to show this Born Pretty white polish that I got. Such an idiot. But anyway, really good stamping polish, excellent stamping polish, actually. And there are some of the polishes that I use, no, all of the polishes that I used to fill in the fruit on my pictures on my fingers. Goodness gracious, that wine really did take an effect. So there you go. That's what's on my nails. And just in case you don't follow me on Instagram, you absolutely don't have to follow me on Instagram. But if you want to go over and take a look at some manicures, I do post there almost on a daily basis. If I'm getting to do my nails on a daily basis, or if I'm being out for a drink, I almost always post over there. And I'm also trying to take more videos and putting them on stories and then highlighting them down here. So I'll categorize as many of my manicures as I can down here. So that's just to give you an idea of what we're doing. So let me go back to myself. Oh, goodness gracious, it's all gone crazy. So let's go back here. All right, so hopefully you're not seeing my screen anymore. Hopefully I've stopped sharing and everything is okay. That's the problem with doing it live on your own. I don't have Claire here to kind of watch my back for me. But yeah, no, I'm back to normal. I'm back to normal. So I thought I would also show you the GNOME manicures for this week or this month for June, not last month, for June. We didn't have a huge amount of GNOME manicures, so I knew it wouldn't make a full video. And I also have Mr. C joining me for a little special video on Friday. So I thought I'd use this Liquored and Lacquered as a kind of an update, as well as a kind of a recap of the GNOME manicures from June. And also, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat, because I haven't done a Q&A or anything in ages. Although I don't know what else you need to know about me. You probably know everything you need to know at this stage. So let's just get into the GNOME manicures. So if you're only here for that, you don't have to stick around for too long. So let's get into this here. Some amazing GNOME manicures from lots of people. The first four are my manicures for the last June. So all of them, bar one, I think, I use the Sugar Bubbles plate. It's like a special GNOME plate. And again, the individual manicures, anything that I use myself, you can go to my Instagram page and you'll find all the product details. This little one, I feel like this is an Essence plate, or it's a little round plate, I think. I think it might be an Essence one, actually. This is probably No, this isn't my favorite. This is my second favorite. It really annoyed me when I went outside the line, though. I'm trying to get better at that. This is my favorite of the month, and maybe my favorite manicure I've ever done, because I stayed within the lines and I just really liked how it turned out. With the heat here, I'm finding I'm getting a lot of bubbling on my nails. So this didn't happen on that day. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing the GNOME manicures. And then we had some amazing manicures. Look at this one. This is so good. This, look at the little dog and the cat and everything. I love this. Go Vikes 98. So good. I hope I've said that right. Almost always takes part. I don't think you've missed a month yet. So yeah, thank you so much. Nika, of course, the amazing Nika. She actually has a tutorial for this manicure on her channel, I believe. And if I'm wrong about that, she's loads of other tutorials that you'll probably enjoy. So yeah, beautiful manicure as well. Of course, Jules is just her one here, Sherlock Gnomes inspired. It's so much fun. I love that. And I am Cherry Lemon. Nail art envy, every month. Amazing. Just such a talented nail artist. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. He is, I just want to hug that guy. He's amazing. Abolitious 19 threw in a fairy manicure because she missed last, I'm not sure if it's a she, I believe it's a she, missed last month. So this fairy is actually really, really nice. I really like that image actually. And then a little gnome for June. So that is just a little bit of a recap of my monthly mythical mani for June. So yeah, and what else do I have to tell you about? Yes, I have to tell you all about, I know what I need to do. I'm totally on top of everything. I promised you a while ago that I would do a kind of a stamping plate recap, everything that I'm going to be doing, or I'll give you a look at all of my stamping plates. I finally have them all ordered and in like their kind of their labeled folders and all that kind of thing. I actually have a picture here somewhere of, yes, I do, of what the shelf looks like that I am actually using. So I can show you that here now as well. I have a lot of stamping plates. Not all of these folders are used, or not all of them are full, but at the same time, they're fairly full. So it's going to take a while to actually get a handle on this. So there you go. This is what the shelf looks like at the moment. They're not all full at all, but you can see that some of them are pretty full. I'm also waiting on a couple of orders. So one is coming from Mexico and one is coming from Brazil. So I might leave it another week to see if either of those show up. And if they don't, then I think I'll just start recording each of the folders individually and just showing you what's inside. Yeah, we're going to talk about here what's on top of these jars now in a second. Let's do that now. So you may have seen on Instagram that I got my laminator out and my guillotine and all that kind of thing, and I came up with some nail art ideas. So I never have a problem thinking of what I want to do with my nails. I have a problem narrowing it down. So I had these jars in school that I was keeping for nuts and things like that, but I stopped using them and I said, actually, I could use them for nail art manis. So in here, I have over 140. No, sorry, that's a Song of Ice and Fire. There's about 100 ideas for a Song of Ice and Fire in here. So I've got like things like Red Comet, Melisandre, Stark, the Eerie, all that kind of thing. So that's my Song of Ice and Fire manicure ideas. So if I want to, this will be the most challenging one, to be fair. So if I want to try and do nail art for a Song of Ice and Fire, that'll be that jar. And then a regular jar of over 150 ideas in here. It's probably close to 260. And this is just going to be regular nail art ideas. And then I have 2 empty jars for each one, so I can kind of put them in so they'll last me for a long time. And yeah, so they are my nail art ideas. If you want the document that I used, some of them are personal to me, but I can take them out. But if you want the document that I used, I'm happy to email it to you. It's mrscronall@gmail.com if you want to email me, and I can email it on to you. But yeah, I have like one inspired by a friend. So I was thinking maybe ask one of my friends if there's something that they'd like me to do. I have, what do I have here? Oh, Husband's Choice, Tropical Destination, Tribal. What else do I have? Childhood Favorite. So some of them are open to interpretation, obviously, depending on my mood. Geometrical, Cactus. I love my cacti. And movie, things like that. So I've got lots of ideas in there, and it can be stamping or not stamping, although let's face it, it's probably going to be stamping because I'm a bit obsessed with stamping right now. I forgot to show you, by the way, while we were talking about gnomes, this little guy, my mother-in-law, so Mr. C's mother, gave us this when we were last home or the time before that. This is a little gnome that Mr. C made when he was in primary school. It's really delicate, and I'm actually really afraid to hold it up. I think he made it with one of those little modeling kits. It's so like, this is probably, it's probably nearly 40 years old, so I better be careful with it. But so cute. So I have a little bell jar over there that I keep it in. With other little bits and pieces from his childhood. But yeah, I love that. And I should have actually used it as a manicure inspiration, but actually all the colors in it I did use in one mani or another, so that was good. So what else do I need to tell you? Oh yes, update on the summer polishes. So I've used 2 or 3 of the toppers at this stage. I think 3 of the toppers at this stage. I've also used 3 of the unicorn polishes. I've used a couple of the summer polishes that I picked. So I have them over here to the side on their own little kind of nail polish shelf. So I'm burning through them pretty rapidly and trying to. The good thing about this weather is my nails dry too fast. Or sorry, they dry fast, but it's too fast for top coat. So the top coat does bubble. So I have to be really careful about that. I need to leave it, sometimes need to leave it for an hour before I put the top coat on. So it's so dry here at the moment, although there was a nice thunderstorm this morning. So it's a little bit cooler now. Not as cool as I was hoping, but a little bit cooler. Yeah, so I'm getting through the summer polishes that I picked out. So that's good. And the weather is allowing me to do manicures fairly frequently. Next week, so what you can expect for the rest of the summer, next week, it's my birthday next week. So next Wednesday, actually. So the Tuesday, I'll be doing my favorite purples, an updated version of my favorite purples for Liquored and Lacquered, not just for my birthday, but for something else, which we'll talk to you about on Friday. So yeah, favorite purples coming up next Tuesday. And on the Friday, I think I have penciled in a unicorn manicure. So I'll either do a unicorn manicure or a pole dark manicure, because I'm kind of obsessed with pole dark at the moment. And I got very excited the other day because I've only recently got obsessed with pole dark. I've been burning through them because they're on Netflix. So I'm very new to this train, or very new to the kind of the pole dark hype. So only in the last month. And I have tickets for a show in London that I've had for 6 months, maybe not even 6 months. I don't know how long. But we're going to see Red with Alfred Molina. And I think it's about Mark Rothko, the artist. I think it's at Wyndham's. I want to say Wyndham's, but anyway. And we're also going to see The Lieutenant of Inishmore by Martin McDonagh. So I kind of was just checking the tickets to make sure everything was fine for London when we go the week after next. And I realized Aidan Turner is actually in The Lieutenant of Inishmore, so I got very excited. But yeah, so I was thinking of doing a pole dark manicure because one of the new plates that I bought would actually really work well for it. So yeah, I'm trying to plan that one out. So let me know in the comments, would you like a unicorn mani? I think I'll do a unicorn mani anyway. I'll probably do both of them anyway. Poldark and a unicorn tutorial, or whatever you want to call them. I don't really like calling them tutorials because I'm not the best, but yeah, so I'll do a video on those 2 manicures anyway. So yeah, and I think that's everything I need to tell you. I don't think it needs to be any longer than this. I think I've told you everything I needed to tell you. I don't think there were any questions on Instagram or anything like that. So I think we're all good. I hope you're having an amazing week. Thank you so much for all your support on my videos in the last few weeks. It's been really great. And for all your Instagram likes and all that kind of thing. So thank you. It's like I'm trying to get better at nail art. So I'm really doing my best. So I want to spend the summer kind of developing my skills on that and getting back to basics as well, like doing vinyls and dot cures and all that kind of thing. So I want to get back to those kind of nail art skills too. And oh yeah, Song of Ice and Fire. If you're interested in that, don't forget that I'll be moving over to my Song of Ice and Fire Game of Thrones channel on the 22nd of July. I'm going to go live there next after this, just to talk about the schedule for Feast for Crows. So if you're interested in that, you'll find all of that stuff over there, and it'll be linked down below. And that's it. I hope you have a fantastic week. It's our last week of class time, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, looking forward to the summer. Let me know what you're doing for the summer, because I'm very excited to do lots of hobbies and go to London. So I will talk to you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Friday with Mr. C. Okay, talk to you then.